Hello Scorpio, welcome to your reading. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you at this time. As always, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate for all of you. Please take the bits that resonate and leave the rest behind for somebody else. Now, this is something new I've started. I'm dividing the month into 3 parts and looking at your general career and love energies 10 days at a time. And this is for the first 10 days of April. I wanted to keep these readings short, but yeah, that's not happening. They're all crossing 20 minutes. We have the Fates. Who got this? Cancer. I think Cancer got this card. Let's get you a Moonology. We've been getting very esoteric readings that are kind of vague, to be honest. I'm not getting very concrete information from these readings, and I think the main reason for this is that Venus is entering Pisces on the 5th, and it's almost putting a haze over everything because Venus rules love as well as finances, and it's almost like we're wearing rose-colored glasses. I feel, you know, it's difficult for a few of you to make decisions at this time. Let's see. Let's get you a Moonology. Okay, that's way too many, so I will not take them. We have new moon in Capricorn. Step up and lead. Nice. Finally, let's get you a star code, and then I will move on to your tarot. Okay, we have square, semi-square, quincunx tension. This tension is also something I've been noticing in readings, and I think that is because the sun is in Aries, and I feel like with Mercury also heading towards Aries and Mars already being in Aries, it is possible that pride and ego is getting the best of us. When it comes to the Fates, I feel like you're in a beautiful energy as a whole. The Fates is a card of just leaving everything up to the universe, realizing that you can't control everything. That control that I was talking about, that can come about in Aries season, of wanting to take charge of your life and to take action because it is a brand new astrological year. I feel like some of you are releasing that control. But what is surprising to me is that you have step up and lead right next to it. I feel like some of you are releasing control where you feel like you can't really make a change. This could be in your relationships or some aspects of your workplace, but you are taking the lead when it comes to you. You're taking charge of your own self, of your own destiny. With tension right here, when two planets square or semi-square or quincunx each other, they bring out the worst in each other. So you may be relating or talking or communicating with someone who is almost ruffling your feathers. Okay, we'll see what this could be regarding. Alright, 3 cards for your general energy. Oh, okay. 7 of Pentacles, the Lovers, Gemini energy, and the 8 of Cups. Love could be heavily on your mind right now. So could finances, to be honest with you. The 7 of Pentacles usually talks about waiting to reap your harvest. But in this particular deck, it shows a family of badgers who are very content within themselves because they've worked hard, they've collected their pentacles, and they are almost ready to hibernate, ready to take rest. So I feel like some of you may have accumulated that sense of wealth where you feel like you can take a break. But we will see. With the Lovers right here, right under the Fates card and the 8 of Cups under tension, it is possible that there could have been a conflict when it came to your romantic partner. And instead of almost indulging in that conflict, you're just walking away from it. There is a lot of love here. The Lovers is not unrequited love. It is love from both sides. Okay, So I feel like whoever it is you are dealing with, you share almost a spiritual bond with them, because the Fates card can talk about that very Jupiter and Pisces energy. Let's see. I'm pulling out 3 cards for career. I'm just skimming over these before I pull bridging cards. We have the Page of Pentacles, 2 pages. We have the Page of Cups and we have the 2 of Wands. Plain and simple, I'm getting you guys being confused about whether you should follow your hearts when it comes to your career path, or you should follow what is going to be lucrative for you. Not realizing that they could both mean the same thing. It is possible that something that seems almost immature to you, it may be a hobby that you want to turn into a career. It might not seem lucrative, but I feel like if you do enough research with the Page of Pentacles, you might find that it has potential. For some of you, I'm also getting that you may be leaving behind something traditional. Could be a corporate job, could be a regular 9 to 5, not that there's anything wrong with those, and you could finally be following your hearts when it comes to your work life. Let's see, pulling out 3 cards for love now. 8 of Swords, you have 2 8s. Okay, wow. We have the Ace of Swords and we have the 5 of Wands. Conflict. With the 8 of Swords, you're in your head. You may be walking away from this tension and this conflict, but I feel like you're still thinking about it a lot. With the Ace of Swords, I like seeing the Ace of Swords after the 8 of Swords, because it's telling me that after a moment of tension and inner conflict and that turmoil and overthinking, there's almost a sense of clarity coming in. So I feel like, I remember I told you about being very careful about your conversations with people, because Aries being, we being in Aries season, we can become very brash. But if you speak to whoever this person is in a more logical fashion, without emotions taking over, and without delving deeper into this conflict, you may be able to reach a resolution. Let's see, let's get some bridging cards for your general energy. We have the 6 of Wands, which is beautiful. I feel like whatever time and energy you've been investing in your relationships or even in your work life, you will see results, you will see success, and you may even see a certain almost boost in your confidence, because step up and lead, it can be a card of finally knowing your worth in terms of leading a team or taking control of your finances. And I feel like once you see success, you know exactly which pattern to follow in that particular path. Does that make sense? So I see the spotlight being on your finances right now, and I see you thriving. Let's see, we have the 7 of Wands. Interesting. The 7 of Wands talks about this lady sitting on the highest island up here, and you remember the badgers that we were talking about. There's a badger right here. I feel that all this work that you've been putting in, it's almost given you the upper hand when it comes to your community, when it comes to maybe even your co-workers. You've gained more wisdom than the others, and you are almost putting yourself or being put into a position of power. The others are still struggling to get up here, but you're already here and you're almost defending your position. So this conflict could be in the workplace. It could be colleagues who could be trying to compete with you. It's possible. But with the 6 of Wands, I see you being the victor. Now, with the 4 of Swords on top of the Lovers, there is healing and rest that needs to be taken when it comes to your romantic life. The 4 of Swords is a card of isolation. It is a card of quietening your mind and just letting all of that tension wash away. It can also be a card of prayer. So some of you may be praying more than you usually do because you just want to be at peace. And some of you may be meditating more than normal. And I think that's the right thing. The 2 of Cups. You're walking away from this for now, because The Two of Cups and the Lover showing up together suggests a very strong bond with someone. And I say this very often. When it comes to soulmates, a thread ties your soul to the other. That thread can get tangled and it can upset itself, but it can never be broken. So whatever this tension is, I feel like it's temporary. And you're temporarily walking away from this so that you don't aggravate the situation. There is still love here. There is no doubt about it. Knight of Wands. Some of you may even just be traveling. You may just be exploring different cities or countries or taking short trips here and there, because there's too much energy to be expelled in Aries season. And if you don't expel it correctly, it can kind of lead to combustion. Let me just straighten the camera, sorry. For some of you, I'm also getting you're starting a new exercise regimen. And I think that is a great way to expel all of that bottled energy. Okay, let's get to career. 10 of Wands. Whatever you are leaving behind was burdensome for you. I feel like if this was a job that you were doing just to pay the bills, I feel like you've gained enough knowledge from it to leave it behind. I feel like you are... the 10 of Wands can be an energy of hardship, of being overburdened. But every wand in the 10 of Wands represents a skill or a talent that you've gained along the way. I feel like you want to start putting in that talent into something else. And you're willing to be a student of life when it comes to this. You're willing to start small. But you have to be ready to leave this behind. I feel like some of you are still confused. The Tower. Some of you may have lost out on a particular job. You may have had to close down a business, whatever this was. But I feel like it was done with the 10 of Wands and the Tower. There was nothing more you could do there. You had fulfilled your potential in that particular field. You know? Ace of Wands, beautiful. Every 10 resets to an ace. And you have the 10 of Wands with the Ace of Wands. This is a brand new beginning. You have the 2 of Wands as well. This woman, she's put herself in a cage and she's envious of the birds around her. That's ridiculous. You can get yourself out of this cage and be free. And I feel like this freedom is being offered to you in the form of a brand new offer. This could be a startup. It could be a new idea that you have when it comes to business. And I feel like it may seem like it's just the beginning stages, that my God, this is tiny. Is this even going to help sustain me? Every ace is a seed. You have to go through the entire suit to reach its apex. So I think this new beginning, whatever it is, however small it may be, I would embrace it if I were you. The World, yeah, something had to come to an end. This is beautiful because the 10 of Wands, like I told you, is an accumulation of a lot of talent and skill. And closing out that particular chapter and starting a new one. You have the World. If you have the World, it means you have gone through the entire suite of the major arcana. You've completed that journey and it's resetting to the Fool, where you want to take a new leap of faith. Something may have just been done with. It's through. You know, and with Step Up and Lead, I feel like some of you may even just be becoming your own bosses. One last card here. The 5 of Swords. There is no shortcut to success, Scorpio. The 5 of Swords is an energy of entering a battlefield, picking up swords even though you did not partake in that battle, waving them around and saying, I won, I won, I won. There is no shortcut here. You have to learn. You have to gain wisdom. You have to go through different lessons, especially when you're starting a new journey. Only then will you gain that wisdom. Because if you expect to have an intention to, all right, tomorrow I'm going to open an art gallery, you might not have the finances to do so, but you can start small. You can start somewhere. It doesn't mean it's never going to happen. You know what I mean? Be a little patient with yourself. One last card. The Fool. Oh my God, I'm getting goosebumps. What did I say? The World resets to the Fool. This is that brand new beginning. There is something new and beautiful coming about for you. It is putting you in your head. I can see it because it's too small. Put work in it. It's going to grow. I promise you that. With the Fool card, just leave all that baggage behind. These 10 wands, don't carry them with you. In terms of, if they were a burden, don't carry them with you. Start with the ace. Be in this carefree energy of taking that leap of faith. I'm not saying take risks for the heck of them. Calculate those risks, but take them. Because if you don't, you will stagnate. Okay? Alright, let's get to love. King of Wands. Could be dealing with a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, who is putting you in your head. This could be somebody very good looking, someone very charming, someone who is charismatic. Three of Cups. Sometimes when the Three of Cups shows up, it is possible that there could be a third energy affecting your relationship. This third energy doesn't have to be a third party in terms of romance. It could mean a family member. It could mean friends who gossip. It could be anybody who could be causing that conflict. I feel like you and your person are listening to people who don't have your best interest at heart, which is why there is conflict arising here. I feel like whatever this is that has led you to walk away from this connection temporarily is not your energy or theirs. It is somebody else manipulating the situation. Six of Cups. Yeah, you can't make this up. I mean, with the Six of Cups, you have a very strong soul tie with this individual. And I feel like till you communicate with them directly, without variables in the way, without external energies in the way, there will be no clarity with the Ace of Swords. Ace of Pentacles, beautiful. I feel like you will be able to start afresh. And within the next 10 days, you can expect a conversation to come about which will be laced with authenticity and practicality and wisdom. I feel like you have been operating from a place of almost immaturity. And I'm not blaming you, okay? I feel like there have been people around you who are almost poisoning the environment of your relationship. You know what I mean? I'm going to get one more. The King of Pentacles. Yeah. The King of Wands and the King of Pentacles together is suggesting that this is somebody who is very driven, very ambitious, very stable, but very passionate about you. So I feel like the only way you can get out of your head is if you stop letting other people influence your relationship. Cut the gossip out. Okay? Alright. We have the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck, which suggests that keeping your cool and keeping your emotions in check right now will be beneficial. Making sure you watch your words and not indulge in too much chaos. Alright. Let's get you a couple of tea leaves to close off the reading. We have Needle and Thread. A sincere wish will be granted. I feel like this could relate to anything, especially because you have the Fates, which is suggesting that you're being divinely protected. I feel that your wish when it comes to your career to expand and grow in this particular field, give it a little time. And when it comes to your relationship, the Needle and Thread is telling me that there is some mending that needs to be done just between the two of you. And once that is mended, once that conversation is had, I feel like both of your wishes would come true in terms of, you know, being back into union with each other. We have career. Yep. I feel like, so you remember I said that I'm not sure if this is your relationship or your career, and the cards are telling me that it has to do with your career. Your wishes will be granted. Could relate to love, of course, but your career is being highlighted. Wishes will be granted. Just don't give up hope just because things are not seeming very big right now, you know. Vine, seek out information that will help you. I feel like a lot of new things need to be learned. You need to gain more wisdom. And for some of you, I'm also getting, you need to start researching other people who are in the same field as you, the same career path as you're getting into. Start learning how they started. Understand their work ethic, how they operate. And this is not you trying to mimic anybody. It is you taking inspiration. And we have bird flying. News is on the way. I think there's communication coming in. I'm going to get one more with this. Dog, close up. Pleasure with a close friend. Somebody may be expecting a visit. I feel like either you are visiting a friend or a friend is visiting you. And I feel like this could be somebody who can advise you, somebody who can share their perspective on whatever it is that you're dealing with. I'm going to get one more. We already have a lot of cards on the table, but I don't know why I want one more. Wedge. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. What did I say with the Three of Cups? I was getting that energy very strongly. I feel like you need to be very careful about the people you surround yourselves with. I feel like there are a few people who have your best intentions at heart, and those are the people you need to invest more time into. But there are others who are trying to come between you and your loved one, your romantic partner. Be very careful about what you share with people, Scorpio. Okay. All right, that was your reading. I hope it helped you guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.